Hello and welcome to the Croswell channel. This is Rachel Oldfield reporting to you with a sneak peek of the upcoming show, Catch Me If You Can. Catch Me If You Can is absolutely filled with amazing songs, humor, and is performed by a fantastic cast. This stylish and fun show is based on the real-life story of Frank Abagnale Jr., who, before the age of 19, conned millions of dollars worth of checks and posed as a Pan Am pilot, doctor, and lawyer. The wildly talented cast involves Patrick Wallace playing Frank Abagnale Jr., Paul Magnier playing Agent Carl Hanratty, followed up by Kyle Sell, Hunter Clark, and Stephen Kiss rocking the roles of Agent Branton, Agent Dollar, and Agent Todd. Jared Hopper and Lucy Hagedorn are taking the roles as Frank Sr. and Paula Abagnale, Kyrie Brisley as Frank Jr.'s love, Brenda Strong, and her southern stage parents, Mr. and Mrs. Strong, played by John Beccarella and Debbie Corbin. Alright, so Patrick, what is your favorite song in the show and why?
My favorite song in the show is Goodbye, because it's very high energy. I just like singing it, and it just conveys a lot of what Frank is feeling.
My favorite song is Doctor's Orders, and I think we all know why it's my favorite song. I think that goes without saying.
Okay.
My favorite song is Fly, Fly Away. It's a very powerful song, an emotional song, and Kyrie literally knocks it out of the park every night. I would pay $35 for a ticket just to see her sing that song.
So, but if I had to pick one, I would probably say Butter out of Cream. Because, a few reasons. I love the final note on Butter out of Cream. And I love butter.
Personally, I do enjoy Fly Fly Away, the song that I sing, just because I really connect with it. It's fun to sing. It was a challenge at first when I, first got the role, and I was scared to sing it, and as time went on, and I grew into it a little more, and I love it.
What is your favorite line in this show?
Oh, favorite line? That's really hard to say. Gosh, a favorite line. I have a favorite scene. I like the scene with Frank Sr. in the bar.
What would you say your favorite line in the show is?
There's so many little one-liners in the show, and that's what's fun. There's a lot of things that come to mind, but simple lines like, I think in the very beginning of the show, Hanratty talks about him stealing his father's mobile card and putting $20,000 on to buy presents for girls, and when asked why, his response was, I like girls. So.
My favorite line in the show is the line that Brenda says, and you kind of have to see the show to get why it's my favorite line, but she says, Frank, you're not a Lutheran? It cracks me up every time.
That's right. Then I would have to say that my favorite line is when my wife here says, now the final question, are you a Lutheran?
Who do you feel you can relate to?
As far as characters in the show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Probably Betty. And the reason being is if a cute guy was going to offer me some advice or some help, I'd have the urge to kiss him too.
I probably am like a happy mix between my character, Agent Cod, and Agent Dollar. Agent Cod kind of likes to pick on the new guy, likes to have fun or whatever, and Agent Dollar's kind of a flake, and I can be a flake at times. So yeah.
Ironically, Frank, because in my life I've had some experiences that are very similar to what Frank Jr. has experienced as well. Definitely not to the same extreme, but I kind of can relate to him a lot.
Alright, so just to clear it up, you're not an outlaw.
We'll see.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think, is it weird to say that I just relate mostly to Brenda because I've spent the most time with that role?
I don't know. Frank Jr. maybe, just because he lies a lot and I lie a lot sometimes, so maybe him, but maybe not him. I don't know. I don't like this question.
Do you feel that Frank Jr. is really a bad guy?
Oh, no. I think he's more of an unfortunate character of circumstance. based on sort of what's happened with his father and his mother. I mean, I think he's sort of a really smart, intelligent, talented person that, given the situation, is doing the best he can.
He's not a bad guy. I mean, a letter of the law, yes, he broke the law. And historically, if you look at the real story, he paid for it. But is he a bad guy? I don't see him that way. He had issues, and he dealt with them the only way he knew how.
I think he's the guy that has a heart, but he makes a lot of bad choices. But he had a great role model in his father to learn those bad choices.
There's a line in West Side Story that they are depraved because they're deprived. So I think it's because he came from a bad home, bad examples set for him.
Absolutely.
With the questions we've been asking, we also have to wonder about the dances performed. So, we interviewed our stupendous dancers. So what is the hardest dance in the whole show?
I don't think there's really a particular dance that's the hardest, but for me, Doctor's Orders is probably the hardest.
Okay.
I would say Don't Break the Rules because it's really high energy vocally and dance-wise, so when you put the two together, it's just really fun and really high energy and really hard, but it's also really awesome, so it's worth it.
I would say Jet Set because we have to do a lot of flips and a lot of turns like in the air while we're singing, so that was difficult.
What makes a show successful?
The cast.
and the crew.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Everyone has to work together.
Yeah, we feed off each other.
Yes.
With energy, and we all get along.
And you can't expect the audience to work with you if
Yeah.
you're not willing to work with each other.
Yeah.
What advice would you guys give someone just starting out in theater?
Be confident with who you are and don't be afraid to like be involved in theater because there's a place for everyone and you can make friends that you'll keep throughout the rest of your life.
I would say never hold back because the people that I remember most in theater that make it the farthest, I think, are the people that take the biggest risks. And there's no place really like theater to take risks because you can be whoever you want to be and not really have any responsibility for it because you can say, I was just acting. And I think most of all is have fun because if you're not having fun while you're doing theater, then what are you doing? Because it's really all about having fun because it's like role playing, you're playing.
I would say when you're honing your skills, find out what your weakest point is, whether it be singing, dancing, or acting, and then work as hard as you can to bring up your weakest point so that maybe it becomes your best point. You can be the trifecta of theater.
What is the most humorous part of the show?
I would say Doctor's Orders is definitely funny and like that sensual. It's like trying to be hot and sexual, but it's really just kind of really comes off as hilarious.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it's a really, it's just a really fun number, and it just.
Also, the Strong family is so kind of over the top, really stereotypically.
Very, very eccentric.
That's pretty fun as well. Yeah.
What is your guys' favorite costumes in the show?
Whichever one makes me look the skinniest.
Well, I like the nurses one because it really helps you get into character, and I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
My favorite one is the Jet Set one. I just love the stewardess and all the gloves and all the details.
So, what is it like for the stage kisses? Are they awkward or what?
Well, going into this, I didn't really know Kyrie as well as I do now, obviously. So it took some time to actually get to that because when you go through the development of a show, you just don't go right out and kiss people. It's just that's when it would be weird. But since we've worked with each other, it's so much. It just it's just there's a point where you just say, okay, this is the day we start doing it, and I don't think it's awkward for me.
Yeah, it's okay. It's good.
So what does it feel like to shoot a gun on stage?
Weird. It's loud. and it hurts the ears, but I mean, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's just weird because you don't shoot guns inside ever, just so to like pull a trigger and make a loud noise inside. It's funky.
What's it like being in the professional production versus a community theater?
Oh, wow. Depends on the level of the community theater. Croswell's a step up from a lot of community theaters I've done where you come in, you're helping build sets, you're helping props, costumes, marketing, publicity. Oh, and by the way, you're also editing the show. Croswell, the one thing, when I first, this is my first show at the Croswell, I didn't know. I came in, it's like, you mean I only have to do 1 hour of strike at the end? That's it? Yay!
Do you miss your red boots from the Rocky Horror Show?
Yes, I do. I truly, truly do. You just don't feel complete till you have those heels on.
That's it for our look at Catch Me If You Can. And remember, don't break the rules and pursue a life in living color. I'm Rachel Oldfield reporting to you with the Croswell Channel. We'll see you next time.